man, that is monster truck racing. When you get the sound people and the show people putting on everything and the lights, and you can grasp all this stuff, and then you got an announcer working and getting the crowd worked up. Man, it's just like I say, it's like lighting a match in a firecracker factory, man. That's going for smoking fire for 2.5 hours.
Right. Well, I was at a show here. Well, it was last year, and I had a gentleman come up to me, and he said, "I thought your name was the Mouth of the Mountain." And I said, "How did you know that?" And he said he was at the show at the Cardinal Stadium, and he said that's the name that Army Armstrong gave you. So, there's people all around that was at that show, I guess, that still remember that. So I use it every once in a while.
Let me tell you something. When you got a name like Army, you're real big on nicknames.
So, Army,
okay.
What's on your easel right now? What are you painting?
Right now, I'm getting ready to do a painting of my daughter, my oldest daughter, I believe. I just had some work come back from the Motorcycle Hall of Fame up in Ohio. I'm really big into flat-track motorcycle racing. I think next to monster truck racing, that's one of the most fantastic sports out there and most underrated sports out there. And I do a lot of flat-track paintings for the riders to help them out and hopefully to tell the story of that sport, too, because it's another great sport. It only takes 2 wheels, but, man, when they run into a corner, everything's legal but hand grenades and boxing gloves, because it is awesome.
Well, I knew that you did, and I was just kind of wondering because you had showed me some pictures of some stuff that you had done, and it's fantastic for you folks out there that do not know that, but Army is very accomplished artist. And is there a website or something that the folks could go to, Army, to see some of your work?
Well, not to see. I've got a new website that's coming up. Steve Ford and Dennis Taft are putting a website together for me. It'll just be ArmyArmstrong.com.
Yep.
And I'll get some of my paintings posted there. And hey, you know something I started doing about a year ago? I've got a 10-year-old. My youngest daughter's 10, and I built her a dollhouse. And I had a friend who saw this dollhouse who didn't have one, but her dad was in Afghanistan. So this past year, I think I built like 12 or 13 dollhouses for little girls whose dads are in the military. That's kind of taken up a lot of my time. But let me tell you something. You see that little kid walk in, that little girl walk in there and see their eyes light up, it's worth it. And let me say to anybody out there that's got a talent that can do stuff like that, for any of our guys that are overseas or veterans or anything, if you can do something to help their kids, do it.
Right, exactly.
Okay, just simple as that, because they're paying for our freedom right now.
Yeah, they are, and you know what? We need to help those kids out, and I stand behind you on that, and 100%. I just wish I had a talent that I could do to help them out, But I sure try to pay tribute to them at the shows and stuff.
Well, that's great, and so many times, being a combat vet from Vietnam myself, I just found out 3 weeks ago what happened to all my buddies. It's been 37 years, and I just found out 3 weeks ago. I've been carrying a pretty heavy burden around with me there, but they all got home but one, and he's in my thoughts and prayers every night. So, like I say, this freedom thing ain't free.
That's right. That's right.
Have you been able to make contact with any of them, Army?
Yes, I have. As a matter of fact, let me tell you something. This is interesting. One of my best friends from Nam, and this may help me get in touch with this young man. There's a boy named Kevin Rom who's on TV. Keep that name in mind. His father and I were good friends in Vietnam, and he was born while his dad was in the Nam. I already had a daughter. His dad and I would talk about our kids. When we get back home, we're going to do this, go hunting and fishing, and I'm going to take my daughter cheerleading, plank, and all this stuff. Well, his father, John, did not make it home. He was killed in the Easter Offensive of 72. So Kevin Knight never got to see his dad. Okay. If you get a chance and you watch the TV series Desperate Housewives, there's a character on there named Lee. That's John's boy, Kevin.
Oh, it is?
Isn't that cool?
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get in touch with him. But I want to talk to him about his dad, because he never had a chance to know his father, and I just want to let him know that how much his dad loved him. And but that's the one that didn't make it home, and I'm not going to give up till I get to talk to this boy. But, yeah, if you ever happen to watch Desperate Housewife, and knowing you guys, you're kind of in the closet, Desperate Housewives.
And Army goes for the low blow.
You don't go to the local pub and hang out there. Hey, Desperate Housewives. We don't want to see this NFL stuff.
Yeah, Army goes for the low blow right into the gut there.
Wow.
Good job, buddy. Hey, Army,
guys, there's a
Ustreamer on here that wants to know about how you handled announcing the snake running down a shed.
Very, very gingerly, and from a distance, and looking over my shoulder. That's all I can say. And subconsciously asking the good Lord not to let my feet fail, because I was on my way out of there right then.
You're going to have to fill us in on that one. What was that all about?
No, you have to go to your rental car dealer to find out.
Yeah, go to your local rental car dealer. Yeah.
Yeah, that rental car dealer can tell you some stories because he's listened to them all.
Oh, guaranteed.
Hey, you guys know, and then you deal in this stuff. So many times the story behind the story is a better story, isn't it?
That's true.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the little things that go on and happen and so on and so forth, to me, that's just the color to what's going on out there. It's kind of like if everything's black and white until you can start putting colors to it, and the color is telling people what made it, how you got there, what's going on, the feel for things, and that's what people are seeing on TV now. With the monster trucks that they're seeing on TV, they are really seeing some good stuff as far as actually sitting in your living room and getting the feel for one of those events. Man, that's tough to do, but the people are doing it now.
Yeah, well, and everybody here is wanting me to just kick all the other guests off tonight and make this 2 hours with you. And we've already got some people signed up, but I definitely want to do that, whether it be 2 hours or not. But would you be willing to just kind of sit around one night and talk old stories for us, Army?
Sure. Yeah.
I think everybody would love that, and
no, I would really enjoy doing it because, like I say, if you do something in this world and you got to keep it to yourself, it's no fun. The fun about anything is sharing it with somebody.
Yeah,
whether
exactly.
It's a good painting or a good song or a good radio show, or just being able to share your talent with somebody. Wow, that's a gift to be able to do it right there. So you just get back in touch with me and let me know anytime that I can help you, and I will be, I'll be more than happy to do it.
Well, I guarantee you what, we're gonna make it an Army Armstrong night one night, and definitely have you in. I definitely want to sit down because you know what, I could sit there and talk to you forever. I was just mad that we didn't get us a whole weekend just to sit down and tell stories. We had to work that weekend at Cardinal Stadium, but I learned so much from you, Army. How to handle the crowd, how to be a professional, and I still use what you taught me in today's shows, and I feel that I've become a better announcer because of you, and I just really want to let you know that I really appreciate you and being a good friend.
Well, those are fine, kind words, and I appreciate it. And I look forward to getting back together with you again. But hey guys, let's keep that young man in our prayers that we talked about at the opening of the show. He and his family.
Yep.
And let's go down this road, and you can holler back at me anytime you want to. I'll be more than happy to come back on the show with you. All right.
All right. Well, Army Armstrong, I appreciate you being on the show tonight. And we really wish you the best, and man, we just want to let you know that we love you, man. We really do.
Hey,
and
man,
thanks for being in our lives.
Hey, right back at you guys. I'll see you later.
All right.
Bye-bye.